Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here. We're here at the Pass ISD. This is our regular meeting. Today is Thursday, September 21st, 2023. It is 5:49, and we call this meeting to order. Mr. Mijares, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you, Mr. Mijares. We will now go to roll call. We have Ms. Hilda P. Martinez, Vice President, present. Dr. Hector Alvarez, Secretary, present. Ms. Glenna Purcell, Trustee, present. Ms. Lupita Fuentes, Trustee, present. Mr. Victor E. Perry, Trustee, present. Mr. Samuel Mijares, Superintendent of Schools, present. And we don't have Mr. Strieber, but we have
Valerie Carrillo, attorney.
present. And myself, Jorge Barrera, present. We will now move to citizens' communications and recognitions. We don't have any citizens' communication at this time, so we will move into recognitions. Number one, recognition of 41 Eagle Pass High School students for being awarded the National Hispanic.
No. It's national.
There's different ones.
There's different ones.
Different ones, so this one's correct?
Yeah.
Okay, National African American Recognition Award, NARA, or the National Hispanic Recognition Award, NHRA, or the National Rural and Small Town Award, NRSTA, or the National Indigenous Award, NIA, by the College Board.
Good evening, Mr. President, distinguished members of the board, and of course, Superintendent Mijares. Thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you this evening. Our first recognition for tonight will be to recognize the 41 students from Eagle Pass High School that earned the National Hispanic Recognition Award and/or the National Rural and Small Town Award from College Board. Students who take and score well on eligible administrations of the PSAT or AP exams are considered for these distinctions. They also must maintain a GPA of 3.5 or higher and must identify as Latino, Hispanic, Black, African American, Native, Indigenous, or attend high school in a rural area. Congratulations, Eagles. The future sure is looking bright. this time, before we take our official photo, parents, if you wouldn't to come forward and go to the middle area to take your photo before we take ours, you may use this time to do so. Eagle Pass High School is proud to recognize the amazing merits of senior Allison Morales. Allison is a competition dancer who has excelled in the art with dedication and support of her family. With her family's help, specifically her mother's, Allison has toured the country and become one of the most elite dancers of her age and snatched titles left and right. Her most recent accomplishment is that she has been named a Wiseman model. Wiseman is the premier dancewear brand for competition and dance teams alike. Allison also boasts selection as she was named to the Texas elite team that competed in Japan. She also is her first lieutenant of her high school dance team, the Diamonds. Congratulations, Allison, and congratulations to her family for the accomplishment in this very beautiful event. At this time, we do invite her family to come forward to be in the picture. Parents, you can come and take pictures. I think her competition coach is here. Abel, do you want to get in the photo too? Okay.
Yeah, that's the Eagles, yes, it's orange and white, the color.
Okay, we will now move to district reports and presentations. We will take 1 through 5 or 6? 1 through 6. Okay. Any questions, comments? ¿Cómo andamos?
Good evening. As you know, the fiscal year ended last month, August 31st. We are working on the audit for the auditors that are going to be coming in November. The revenues and the expenditures are very favorable. We should have a fund balance or a reserve of over $70 million, which is what we had talked about in previous board meetings. The utility report, potential savings also looks very good. We will be saving about $750,000 for this year. And the tax collections, we already know what the collection rate's going to be. We're going to be looking at being very close to 98%. The other agenda are the collections that we collected this year, which also we were able to collect more than the previous year. Are there any questions on the financial reports?
Any questions by anyone? Nope. Thank you, sir. We will now move to action items. Number 1, consider take appropriate action on the request to adopt Resolution 2023-2024-02 to levy the 2023 tax roll for the fiscal year ending August 31st, 2024. Mr. Mijares?
Yes, this is the resolution we bring every year. It took us a little longer because we had to incorporate the $100,000 exemption for homestead. This will allow us to go ahead and mail out the tax statements to all the taxpayers, which will include the values that were presented during the budget process, the tax rate, and this is the levy. So if you approve this, are looking at sending the tax statements on Monday, October the 2nd. Are there any questions?
Any questions? If not, do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 2023-2024-02 to levy the 2023 tax roll for the fiscal year ending August 31st, 2024?
So moved.
A motion by Trustee Perry. Do we have a second? Second by Dr. Alvarez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 2, consider and take appropriate action on the request to approve the consultant contract between Eagle Pass ISD and Marlon Ramirez, Better Futures Forever, which will provide the Eagle Pass High School and TC Win High School students enrolled in the child development classes with the opportunity to obtain a community health worker certification. Mr. Mijares?
Yes, this is something that we're doing through our K program, and they should be able to obtain a certification for the students.
This is the first time we're doing it, or we're already doing it?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Camarillo?
It's the second year that
It
we're
is the second
bringing it.
year.
Okay, good. Questions? If not, do we have a motion? Motion by Trustee Fuentes. Do we have a second? Second by Trustee Purcell. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 3, consider take appropriate action on the request to approve the consultant contract between Eagle Pass ISD and Ernie Leja, Leja's private security training school, which will provide Eagle Pass High School and TC Win High School students enrolled in the federal law enforcement and protective service classes the opportunity to obtain a Level 2 certification for non-commissioned unarmed security officer.
Yes, again, this is through our K program. We're partnering with Ernie Leja so that the students can obtain a certification for security services.
Okay. If there's no questions, do we have a motion?
Yes, what is the charge, Mr. Camarillo? The charge?
The contract is for $10,075.
It's a one-year contract, is that correct?
It's a one-year contract, yes. And they provide training for Level 2 non-commissioned unarmed security certification
For both schools.
for our students, yes. after they complete the course.
Any other questions?
This does help with CCMR or, I mean, for CATE purposes?
I believe so, Mr. Mijares. I believe it is a industry-based certification.
How many students do we have enrolled or have we enrolled?
It depends how many qualify
Right.
to get to the entire course. They have to complete the course, and then they have to take that training course in preparation for the exam. So usually criminal justice is more than 30 kids, so they're pretty packed.
Any other questions by the board? If not, do we have a motion?
I so move.
We have a motion by trustee Purcell. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Fuentes. If no other questions, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Number 4, consider and take appropriate action on the request to purchase credit by exam test for EPISD secondary campuses from Texas Tech University, and the board delegates the superintendent or designee the authority to make related budgeted purchases of goods or services as per board policy.
Yeah, this item is for us to be able to contract Texas Tech, University, is it still ISD?
Yes.
Yes, so that we can provide credit by exam to our students.
Is there any changes, Mr. Mijares?
Yeah, I don't think is there any changes, Mr. Camarillo?
Is there what?
Any changes?
No, the price stayed the same for this year. We still offer all exams from pre-K through high school credit courses. Mainly, we offer Spanish 1, 2, and 3 for either credit recovery or for first-time test takers in lieu of them taking it during the school year. And it's a very successful program, and it pays for itself pretty much. And we are required by law to offer it, so. But we do go with Texas Tech because they have greater flexibility in us using paper-based tests for them, which if somebody's gonna show up, then we can always reuse it for another student. While if we go online, we have to use it for that specific student. If not, we lose the money. So we're never really losing any money when somebody doesn't show up for the test. We always reuse it for whoever needs it.
Any other questions? Do we have a motion?
I so move.
We have a motion by trustee Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Purcell. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Number 5, consider and take appropriate action on the request to approve the purchase of network components, and the board delegates the superintendent or designee the authority to make related budgeted purchases of goods or services as per board policy CH.
Yes, this is to upgrade our network, and we have Mr. Munoz here just in case the board has any questions.
Do we have any questions?
I have one.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we going to get just the components and have our people install them, or are we gonna have somebody else do the installation?
No, ma'am. This is we're asking for an additional $49,000 due to some components that were not included in the original scope of the work. The original project, it was for 1.4 million, so these extra 49,000 will allow us to complete that project. And the district's only response, the E-rate, which is the federal government, would pay 1,079,000 of the total project.
Oh, okay.
So we're just asking for an additional $49,780, which after negotiating with Cisco, which is the manufacturer, and our vendor CDW, we managed to get them to help us out because of some miscommunication there, and they went down from the original $138,000 to $49,000. So
Good job.
Yep.
we do need your approval to finish the project.
Good. Do we have a motion?
I so move.
We have a motion by trustee Purcell. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Perry. No other questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passed. Unanimous. Now we'll move to consent items. We will take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 through 5. Any questions? If there are no questions, do we have a motion to approve the consent items?
So moved.
We have a motion by trustee Perry. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Fuentes. No other questions? Do we have all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. We all can please thank donors choose.
Donors choose for some
Yes,
Yes.
please. The Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District will convene in closed session as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, to deliberate upon the following matters. Number one, the board will hear the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074. Do I have a motion to convene in closed session? A motion by Dr. Alvarez. Do we have a second? Second by trustee Fuentes. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. The time is 6:11. The date is Thursday, September 21st, 2023, and the Board of Trustees is now in closed session, and no action will be taken in closed session. to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074.
Yes, Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074.
We have a motion by trustee Fuentes. Do we have a second?
Second?
Second by trustee Martinez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Mr. Mijares?
Yes, a couple of reminders. Saturday, October 7th, we have the Candles for Life from 6 to 10 at the And then Tuesday, October 10th, we have the I think it's running low on battery or something, but that's all we have.
You said the what?
Tuesday, October 10th, we have the regular board meeting.
Perfect, thank you. Now, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
A motion by trustee Hiller. Do we have a second? Oh, I'm sorry, yes, thank you. Mr. Hiller is here, he came in at 5:23. No, 6:23. Please note. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Oh, ya lo hicimos.
Hiller made it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anyone second it?
Second?
Second.
Trustee Martinez, all in favor? All opposed? Meeting is adjourned. It is 6:26, Thursday, September 21st, 2023. Thank you.